Arsene, thank you for your time. I know it's a whirlwind trip and they've certainly got you working hard over here in Malaysia. Firstly, you don't get much time for leisure and so on outside of the game, I understand, but it must be nice to come to different regions of the world and see the fans' response. They really love you here.
It's great for me because I'm speaking about football, what I love, but I don't have the other side of it, the pressure to win football games, you know.
Right.
So that is quite enjoyable and relaxing. And what is interesting as well is to realize how much people watch English football and love the game that is played in England.
You're also here with Castrol to talk about their performance index. Now, it's something of great interest in Australia, the statistical and analytical side of the game. You're a big advocate of that. Obviously, with the engineer's background, helps a lot. But they call you the professor. You're seen as a very analytical style of manager. How important is the use of data and statistics in top-level football?
I think football is a game of opinions, and I always tried to make the right decisions. Opinion is not enough. When you want to make a decision, you want to make sure that you know as much as you can about the game and about the player. So I just believe the data do not make the decision in your place. They help you to make a better decision. And it's easier to know that the player is physical qualities, technical qualities, and after that, of course, you transform that into your own knowledge and to try to make the right decision. But that's why I believe it is crutches. It helps the manager to make good decisions.
Of course, you have to have your own philosophy, and you plug your type of players into that. Tell us about the Arsene Wenger philosophy. It's known and loved around the world.
My philosophy is, first of all, I believe that every manager needs to have a global vision of the game he wants to play. And to make it as simple as possible, I believe I'm a great lover of a game based on technical skill, mobility, movement. I like a dynamic game, and as well I like a creative game. So of course I try to build teams and to scout players who are built around that kind of skills.
And what about the modern football right now? Spain are on top, playing some fantastic football. And Barcelona, of course, won the Champions League only a few weeks ago. That was seen as, if in one sense, a vindication of your philosophy, which is quite funny. How do you react to that?
I believe Barcelona is an example of different aspects I like in the game. First of all, it is a consequence of a manager who stayed a long time at the club and dictated the philosophy of the game. And Pep Guardiola has done a fantastic job, but he has inherited a philosophy and the culture of the game that has been dictated by a former coach, Johan Cruyff. So it shows you how important it is to, in every club, to have a way to behave. The second thing is that the success of Barcelona this year is the reward of a positive philosophy of a game that is fantastic for football in the world. And certainly many football lovers were happy with their success. But it shows you as well, to stay in the history, you need winning combined with style, art with efficiency. That's what Barcelona personalized this year. And the third major information we get, when you do not win, people always say you have to buy. Barcelona last year did not buy, they even sold their star player, Ronaldinho,
yeah.
And they bought maybe Alves and one or two other players, but the core of their team was there. And that shows as well that what usually people say, you have to buy when you don't win, is not true.
Art over substance, style and substance is something at the top level of the game these days, it seems anyway. There's only a few clubs really trying to uphold, and you're one of them. Of course, Barca did it. Is it more difficult when teams, clearly in football it's easier to set up a team defensively?
Now, Craig, it's more difficult when you don't win,
Yes.
you know, because people want style, people want first to win. And I refuse always to go into the debate that or you play well or you win. I always feel that winning is the consequence of playing well.
Exactly.
Respecting the manager's personality. So I always refuse that. But of course, if you try to play well and you don't win, people say, come on, let's get rid of that and try to win. But it doesn't show that you win with that. And I believe that if the big clubs have a responsibility, is to combine an attractive game with efficiency. Because if we think the big clubs start to say we have to play ugly to win, where does football go?
Exactly.
And that's why I always try to think that is obvious. And Milan won
So,
by combining style with efficiency. Real Madrid won by combining style with efficiency. So it means the big clubs have that responsibility. Why is Brazil loved all over the world by people who love football? Because not only because they win, because they play the kind of game people love.
and so do you, but it seems these days that it's almost more difficult to play that sort of game because the physical capacities of the players seemingly and the space and time has become at such a premium. I'm interested in what's your view, what is the qualities of the modern footballer, the finest, and how has football changed in your period of management since the late 80s up to now?
What I must say in general, let's say the defensive quality goes up because of physicalness. But what is great in the evolution of a game, the defensive quality goes up, the response is of the evolution of a game is they adapt to it and find new solutions. So it is always a fight against each other, and that's why I believe in the last 20 years the game has developed always in a better way, because in fairness I believe television has helped a lot. Because if you don't behave well now, how did you stop the Maradona, the Pelé, by kicking them off the pitch? Today that doesn't exist anymore. Why? Because of the video protection. And the purely technical aspect of the defense getting stronger finds always a response from the creative side that tries to find solutions and adapt the technical skill to conturn it.